And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show that is looking directly into the eye of the storm as we speak, only known as Music Village. And I'm not kidding, folks, during the commercial break we heard thunder, we saw lightning, and then for some strange reason the sun came out and it's glowing in a weird darkish orange-like color that is really scaring and freaking out the maestro, but I told him I have the power of magic. Or apparently what it says on the side of this wand. Is this plastic? Well, before I try to question the wand the maestro gave me to try to do this show in the midst of a storm, I'm gonna look at my watch right now. Oh, it's just about that time. It's the witching hour, which means it's time for us to be brought up to speed on news stories from this week from, you guessed it, all around the world. And in our first news story, and an exciting news for you XFL fans out there, it looks like The Rock, who tried to buy the XFL earlier this week, has been approved to buy the XFL out of bankruptcy court alongside with his partners Danny Garcia and Gary Cartendale, a part of their private equity investment firm known as Red Bird Capital. And I, for one, who didn't really get a chance to watch the XFL before it died the first time or got into this Chapter 11 incident today, or in this past recent April, really always wanted to give it a shot and see what the XFL was all about. But thanks to The Rock, I may get a chance yet. And The Rock would go on to say the following: the acquisition of the XFL with my talented partners, Danny Garcia and Gary Cartendale, is an investment for me that's rooted deeply in two things: my passion for the game and my desire to always take care of the fans. And The Rock has always been known to do things like that, especially when he was a part of the WWE, and it's great to see that he was able to buy the XFL for $15 million after Vince McMahon poured well over $200 million into this rebuild-up that he unfortunately could not see to its fullest fruition due to the fact of this current COVID-19 virus that's going down. And I got a feeling that by the time they have games for the XFL, it's most likely going to take place somewhere around next year or possibly even the year after next, hopefully when the COVID-19 virus has either been solved or a possibility of it being controlled to a small whimper. But if you guys want to figure out any other cool things about the XFL and the current acquisition from The Rock, better known as Dwayne Johnson, you can head on over to SportsIllustrated.com to check it out for yourselves. Or SI.com for short, because I keep forgetting that they abbreviated since nobody wanted to spell Sports Illustrated in the type bar to see that. Right. Now Maestro's telling me it's not a type bar, it's a URL space. So before we get into that argument, in other news, and more or less music news for you Frog Leap Studio fans out there, he would decide to do a cover of this week from Against the Current with their song Legends Never Die, and would also feature his daughter dressed up as a ninja, which sort of reminded me of my old Halloween costume I wore back in elementary school. Those were great times. And would also feature him dressed up as Superman, getting a banana thrown into his face, for the banana to slowly but surely break on his face, almost sort of like the same way it did with a bullet in The Man of Steel, with the exception that that was a banana, not a bullet. But either way, a cool music video and a cover nonetheless. And for any of you out there who wants to check out this cool music video for yourselves, you can go ahead and head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as Frog Leap Studios to check it out for yourselves. And in other music news, for you OHP fans out there looking for another metal hit that he could provide for your weekend, then I have some good news for you. Because it's been announced as of this week he would do a cover of the classic Passenger song of Let Her Go. And for the music video, not only he would sing along with the song, but would do it in a more darker light for this said music video, which was not half bad. And I, for one, still can't wait for him to crack into the 1980s and do either Sister Christian or The Possibility of Cars by Gary Newman. Any 80s songs at this point, I'll be happy to hear OHP do, and I got a feeling I'm gonna have to wait another couple of more weeks for that. But whatever he's got coming down the tubes next, I can't wait to hear. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out this week's cover that he did in an absolute metal cover form, you can go ahead and check it out on his YouTube page, only known as OHP, to check it out for yourselves. And I guess with that last regular news story out of the way for this week, folks, you guys at home know what time it is. It's time for us to go into yet another edition of Video Game News.
3, 2, 1, go.
And in our first video game news story, for you fans out there of Street Fighter V and looking for some form of cool content to celebrate its 5th year of content, then I have some good news for you. Because it's been announced as of this week, starting as of winter of 2020, there will be brand new characters joining the mix for the Street Fighter community, including not only Dan, Rose, Oro, and Akira. Yeah, even Akira featured in this game with a brand new character of a mystery variety that will be announced at the fall of 2021. And I, for one, only remember one character a part of the list of characters that they had for the Street Fighter universe, and that was Dan. And the only reason I remember him was from Capcom vs. SNK, but at the same time didn't know he was a part of the Street Fighter community. Right. And for those who are wondering out there, Dan will be available as of winter of 2020, leading into Rose in the spring of 2021. Then you will have Oro and Akira both releasing in the summer of 2021, with that final character that's a mystery still on the screens, yet to be announced, that will be released as of the fall of 2021. Just in case you didn't know what order these characters are going to be released. And for those out there who wants to go ahead and check out some cool pictures for these said characters, you can head on over to the website only known as GameInformer.com to check it out for yourself. And in other news of the video game variety, for you fans out there of Mortal Shell and has been chomping at the bit wondering when this game will be able to be played on systems everywhere, then I have some good news for you, because it's been announced that you won't have to wait long, because this game will be releasing as of August 18th of 2020. And I, for one, after not only getting a chance to get my hands on the demo, and also getting a chance to check out some cool pictures, this game definitely reminds me of Dark Souls. Even though I never played Dark Souls, but it has a real Dark Souls medieval feel to it with all the characters and stuff that you do in this game. And I, for one, can't wait to see what sort of cool surprises and things that they have in store for August 18th when this game makes its full release. And for those out there who wants to check out the cool trailer for this game, that I got a feeling it's going to have its fair share of challenges in the near future, you can go ahead and check it out on the Game Informer page, only known as GameInformer.com, to check it out for yourself. And in other video game news, and an exciting news for you Los Santos fans out there, it's been announced that as of next week, the long-awaited Los Santos Summer Special Content Update will be released. And a part of that update, folks, not only a use for the yacht with some cool yacht missions in the near future, they will also include adversary modes that will take place in the Diamond Casino Resort, and even a chance for you to get some brand new cars, and a chance for you independent gamers out there to come out with some brand new tracks, a part of the Open Wheel Race creator. And that's the news I'm excited about the most, because I know how crazy the tracks that you independent gamers come out with every single week are part of Under the Radar. So a chance for you to finally tap into that untapped market to come up with some crazy tracks for Formula One cars? Man, I can't wait until next week to see what you guys do out there, because I have the utmost confidence it's going to be absolutely insane and fun at the same time. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out any other cool updates and events they got planned down the tubes for not only Grand Theft Auto, but any game that's in the Rockstar Games universe, you can head on over to the Rockstar Games website known as rockstargames.com, right under the Newswire section, right directly under the event section, to check out whatever sort of cool news they've got coming down the tubes for yourselves. And I guess with that said, for this week, folks, you have all officially been brought up to speed. And I guess with that said, we might as well head back into this music one more time. And when we return, we'll be back with the final segment for Music Village for this week, right after this. So don't wear your horns out in traffic just yet, folks, and stay tuned.